Why cultivate chi? This is a big question for a lot of people. They're very curious on why they should, quote unquote, waste their time doing these practices, or just like putting their money into it and the results are obscure, and whatnot. And the answer is quite simple. If you cultivate your chi, you're also cultivating your health. It goes hand in hand, right? A sickly person has a low amount of chi, right? But a healthy person has a substantial amount of chi. It goes hand in hand. And not saying because you raised your chi level, you're raising your health, but by you increasing your health, you're also increasing your chi. And by you trying to consciously cultivate your chi, you're also indirectly consciously cultivating your health, because you can't do one without the other. You can't cultivate health without cultivating chi, and you can't cultivate chi without cultivating health. So I mean, the answer is quite simple in the most simple, on the more basic levels of it, right? Of that question, or why cultivate chi. So another view people have is, well, I don't want these abilities, so I don't need to cultivate chi. But the thing is, you don't have to cultivate chi, or you don't have to want these abilities to cultivate chi. It's beneficial for you indirectly, right? The direct cultivation of chi just gives you a more fulfilling life all the way around. It isn't just oh, I cultivate this chi and now I set this paper on fire. That's not the case. And most of the time that's just a demo that they do sometimes for participants who come to the events or whatnot, or if they're just trying to get some type of point across, or for some specific reason. But essentially, 99% of the people who are trying to cultivate chi are also trying to live a long life. It goes hand in hand, prolong your life, you need a substantial amount of chi. It goes hand in hand. If you have a little bit of chi, don't look forward to your life being prolonged, right? You have to fix something health-wise, right? And then a side effect of that would be the increase of your chi levels. You'll be brimming with chi if you're brimming with life. You'll be drained of chi if you're drained of life. So, when you're working these jobs that are basically quite literally draining on you, you're sleeping 3-4 hours a day, you're working doubles every day and stuff like that, stuff that's just basically tiring you out, wearing your body out. That wear and tear is also affecting the levels of your chi and the quality of your chi. So if you want to live a more fulfilling life, all the way around, then you should also become conscious of the life that you're living. And by becoming conscious of that life you're living, you'll be indirectly cultivating your chi, whether you realize it or not. Now, if you take part in directly cultivating your chi, then you'll take prolonging your life a step further, or many steps further. It just becomes a conscious action at that point, instead of a unconscious action. Like, you go to the doctor, you go to a Western doctor, they say, oh, you need to take care of your health. These signs are showing, and it's this and that, and it's not good. So you need to approach life in this type of manner. Live stress-free. Eat a better diet, sleep more. Take it easier, take breaks. But all of that is basically a way to increase your chi levels. A Western doctor doesn't know what chi is, but in Eastern medicine, they are aware that these actions need to be taken to bring your chi levels at least to base level or to take it higher, right? But in Eastern medicine, they also are aware of what chi is, and they take it a step further, and now they're showing you how to cultivate it. Do meditative practices, do Tai Chi, Qigong, these practices that move Chi. And then Neigong is a practice that brings in Chi, generates Chi, stores Chi. That's Neigong. So that's a simplified reason on why you should cultivate Chi. Basically, if you cultivate Chi, you're cultivating health. You cultivate health, you cultivate Chi. If you don't want to be healthy, then by all means continue living how you may have been living that's been causing your ill condition. But if you want to be healthy, then take it a step further, become aware of what's going on, and live how you should be living. Extend your life to the fullest.